What's up, YouTube? Today I'm gonna show y'all how to take a simple progression and just add layers to it. A lot of times we see a lot of people playing all this advanced stuff, but it's always a foundation of knowledge that that all that stuff is coming from. So we're gonna take a 1-6-2-5 in the key of C, and I'm gonna do 3 layers. I'm gonna do triad chords. I'm gonna add 7s to each chord, and then I'm gonna add 9s and 13s to some of the chords, just so you can see the different variations of sound that come with that. So in C, 1, 6, 2, 5. So of course 1 is major, 6 is minor, 2 is minor, and 5 is major. So that's the basic way to play it, all triad chords, nothing added. So that's the first layer. So the second layer, I'm going to add a 7 to each chord. So C major 7, A minor 7, D minor 7, G dominant 7. So I'm gonna spell those out. So C major 7, C, E, G, and B. And you can voice it anyway, really. Now that's another thing. So voicing your chord, sometimes your melody can come from how you voice your chord. So if you can't think of a melody, like so I voiced it with the 3 on top. So then I can voice my 6 minor 7, whatever way. Let's just say I did this. So let's say we played it. So the melody is da, da. And then, so if we go from there, and then let's say I did my 2 like this. So that's the melody right now. And then I'll probably just drop right down there for the 5. So that's the melody. So the way you voice your chord, like I said, sometimes your melody can come from that. It'll help you form, whatever melodic idea you can come up with. But so back to the chord. So C major 7, A minor 7, D minor 7, and G dominant 7. So C, E, G, B is your 1 minor 7. A, C, E, G is your 6 minor 7 or A minor 7. D, F, A, C is your 2 minor 7 or D minor 7. And then for G dominant 7, you're playing a G, B, D, and F. And you can voice that anyway. Voice it like that. It's just different ways. But once you develop your melodic idea, you kind of want to keep your chords in that framework. So that's the second layer. So now first layer, second layer with 7s added, now the third layer. So this is where it's going to get interesting, because now you're going to start hearing more colors. So the first thing I would do with the 1 chord, and this is most of the time I play my 1 chord with a 9 anyway. So usually I'm gonna play a 1 chord like this. Even if the sheet music, if you're reading sheet music, sometimes you just see a C. Usually when I see a C, I'm always going to throw a 2 or 9 in there, which the 2 is a 9, but I'm usually going to play my 1 chord like that. Or sometimes I might do that with no 3, or put the 3 down here. It's different ways to voice chords, and you get a different motivation too. When you hear certain sounds, it makes you want to do something else. So, you know, so that's your one. That's your one with a 9. Now, depending on the style of music you're playing too, you want to, you know, voice your chords a certain way. So in a more jazzy or bluesy setting, you probably want to do. So all I did, it's still a C major 7, because remember we just adding layers. So we got the C major 7 here, but I threw a 9 in there, and then I added a 13, and I doubled the 3 right here too, and then you just throw a 13 in there. So this A is a 13. So it'll give you a completely different sound. Then from there you go to the 6. So now we've been playing minors. So we did a minor triad, and then we did a minor 7. This time I'm going to change it. I'm going to make it dominant. So, and then I'm going to sharp the 9. So the 9 of A is B. So to sharp it, you would play a C. So I'm going to play my C up here. So listen to this. So let's play the first chord. 1, 6. So it'll give you a different melody now. So listen to that. So that's an A dominant 7 with a sharp 9. So that's my 6. So now my 2, we can do. So I'm gonna form it off that melody. So listen to this. So this makes me want to say da for my next chord. So I would form a D minor. So that's a D minor 9. And then da, da, something like that. Or so. But really I would play something like that. Or you can really keep it there. So that's a G 13 with a flat 9 because of this right here. So your 9 in G is A flat 9 would be A flat. So it sounds like this. So the way to form that chord is simple. If you look at it like this, you play your 1 and your 7 in the bass, and then so I'm thinking of the key of G. I know I'm in the key of C, but when I play chords, I always think of that. The chord that I'm on, I always think of like I'm in that key. So the 6 of G will be E. And over that 6, I'm gonna form a triad chord, and that will, which is the 13. The 6 is the 13, or the 6. Anything plus 7 is, so 2 plus 7 is 9. That's your 2 and your 9 is the same note. 6 plus 7 is 13. Your 6 and your 13 is the same note. So over my 6 or my 13, I'm going to form a major triad. So keep my 1 and my 7, the G and the F in the bass, and then I form my triad right here. And that gives you the G13 with a flat 2 or flat 9. So let's play all those chords in sequence. So 1, 6, and then so it gives you a more jazzy sound. One more way to do it, you can make the 2 a dominant 7 instead of a minor 7. So watch this. So still same melody, but instead of playing minor, you making it a dominant 9. Back to that chord. Dominant 9. G13 with a flat 9.